Hello Marvel Heroes fans, my name is Wilfred Wong and welcome to my channel whereby you see videos and guides on this free-to-play game called Marvel Heroes. Today, I've been wanting to make this video for a very long time. In fact, I've played this game since the closed beta back in more than 2 years ago. And this game has evolved, and this video is about looking back in year 2015, Marvel Hero 2015, looking at the good and the bad, and just a reflection kind of video. I've been wanting to make this for a year or so, and it's good that finally I have a chance to do it. And together with me, I've got my friends here playing with me as well, in the Stellar Man, as well as Antimus from my guild, and I think more will come, more will join us. So sometimes, because we are going to reach the Marvel Heroes 2016, which is happening in maybe a couple of weeks time. I always like to look back at a video game and sort of look at what Gazillion has done right, what Gazillion may be able to improve, and also sort of just a general reflection on how things are, because sometimes we are very caught up with the current situation, and without sort of also looking back on how far we have already come in this game. And I think to be honest, for those who has been with this game for a while, this game over the last more than 2 years has been really improved tremendously. The pace of the development has been really tremendous. I mean, you could say, we all can complain about many things in life, okay, lack of content or what. Those are really real stuff. But I also like to just count our blessing a little bit on how far we have come. So here we go. So the first thing that I really would like to heads off to Gazillion is that it's the retcon device that finally they get rid of it. I think for those who have been playing this game for a while, probably could relate to this. Last time we have to use a retcon device in order to reset our power, and in order to acquire a retcon device, either A, you play the story mode that gives you three free retcon device back then, or you have to use a splinter to exchange for it, or you purchase for it, or you buy the pack that will give you a retcon device and so on. Now we have been feedbacking this front for a very long time on why it is actually a hindrance to the enjoyment of the game, because gone are the day whereby in D2 Diablo 2 whereby you could just create different classes with different build and so on and so forth. You can't in this game. Is the only thing you can do is prestige, and once you hit the prestige 5 back then, that was the end of the journey. So so the single most exciting things for me in this 2015 looking back is the simple fact that we are able to to just freely experiment the build. For someone who, like me, I do a lot of theory crafting, and just what if put some point here, what if put some point on the other side. It is like God sent, like heaven sent. These are something that I've been dreaming for so long, and finally it happened. Even if you look back and say, okay, so this is the thing that is going to happen in year 2015. I say, yeah. I think it's a good thing that happened to this game, right? So the rest of it is a bonus to me. But yeah, seriously, I think sometimes we can't forget where we are, because once you don't have that anymore, then you say, yeah. But once you don't need a retcon device, you sort of forgotten those good old days whereby you have to use a retcon device in order to reset any power. Right now you really can just experiment and have fun with the hero. While you level, you can pick any power you like without worrying. Am I picking the kind of end game kind of build and so on. So that itself is a fantastic thing that we have in year 2015 for Marvel Hero the game. Alright, so that is my number one list. Okay, put it this way, is in no particular order. All these things that I'm talking about is in no particular order. Then the other thing that is really good is that also something that we tend to ignore is the 52 review. that we have, because I think right now it's only Deadpool as of very moment that is still in need of a 52 review. For those of you who join the game right now and wondering what am I talking about, I think you're lucky that right now the hero is designed with with a signature power, with the 52 level progression and kind of thing. In the old days, there's only 30 level progression, and there's no such thing as signature. So that's why to be able to have a 52 review, and some of them are really, really good review that they have done. So, I think just for that alone, this hero plays a new hero to me, right? For example, like Cable. I think the Cable review has done pretty well as well. Now he has like a 3 specialization with different kind of like 3 specialization. These are very, very cool stuff that they have, and Cable is just an example, right? How many other heroes are there? They're literally they revamped so many heroes. The pace was so fast, and I kind of enjoy all these heroes that I'm playing right now. I'm enjoying that as new hero to me, right? So Cable plays like a new. So I saw like. I can relate to his old design, but he's so much better right now, right? Punisher as well. There's so many heroes out there. I could just keep going on and on and on, and on how well the whole thing is. So, if you look at all these things, I think, the 52 review is a very good thing. Now, what about quality of life as well? Like Jean have gone through, I don't know how many rounds of quality of life. And not only quality of life I'm talking about, it's about the unique review as well, right? There's some heroes that is pretty bad in the review, and now they're able to sort of like deal quite decent damage. The ranks are close to 50, right? Or if not at 50, right? So some of them like Captain Marvel, like Thor. Those quality of life review make the hero just come alive so much better than where they were. So I think overall, looking at year 2015, Gazillion has done a fantastic job looking at all this like quality of life review of those heroes, and those heroes that those hero review that we have 52 review, those unique review, and making sure that the hero by and large doesn't really differ too much. They can still handle the end game content. I'm not speaking for all hero, but at least there's a good amount of hero that can do that. So I think looking back, the pace of development for 2015, all right, has been tremendous. Good that I just came in time for my necklace. No, it never dropped. So yeah. Okay, so that is really one thing that I really like, and also I would say that. We could also go back and sort of like criticize on some of the heroes that are not like released in the states that you want, or even a hero that may not be interesting to you. Or you could, like me, I actually look at all the, I bought the advance pack. I spent $130 to buy the advance pack, and if I look at the advanced pack itself, right? I go through the roster one by one, and to see where they are and whether I like it or not. I think, to be honest, let's go start with say Dr. Doom, right? I think Dr. Doom is with the region whereby I say he's a really great hero. I haven't really played a hero that has such a strong signature. You can use all 3 signatures at the same time. Specialization is really at the epic kind of level. And when it comes to Doom, there's no specialization like Doom specialization, right? So stuff like that, for Doom, even no specialization is one of the choice as well. So there are 4 different kind of builds just to think about where Doom is. That set a really high standard on the whole game, and Doom by and large, although he has released a little bit too strong and having his nerve a little bit, but he's still very strong, and he's a truly fun hero to play. So, Dr. Doom I enjoy, and what about Iceman, right? If you recall, before Iceman being released, Summoner was kind of pretty, I would say, pathetic, I would say, because, Summoner wasn't that great before Iceman came in. Iceman is the first hero whereby it restored the faith that Gazillion could do something with the Summoner hero, right? I mean, yeah, I mean, that is, I mean, and Iceman is one of those heroes whereby it's also very easy to play, very high survivability. Ice block, I mean, it's one of those that's starting to have all this invulnerable stuff that's going on, leading the pack to have the kind of like really fun kind of game mechanic. I mean, yeah, I mean that's why I think that Iceman I also like it a lot. How about Kitty Pryde, right? Kitty Pryde just recently been released. I've been waiting for it since closed beta. I don't think it disappoints at all, right? The Kitty Pryde, I don't think it disappoints at all. So, yeah, and it has a lot of hit as well. And I think both the Kitty Pryde and the lot hit, yes, you like lot hit or no lot hit. I mean, I think both are just as fun. All right. So moving on, She-Hulk. I mean, okay, She-Hulk is an acquired taste, but if you think about She-Hulk from the angle whereby not everybody like humble point hero, like World of Warcraft rogue kind of gameplay. But for those of you who enjoy combo type hero, I mean, She-Hulk is actually one of the better one out there. I mean, compared to say Daredevil or Luke Cage. I would say She-Hulk is like really up there when it comes to the combo point design. Is dynamic. It's not really something that is very predictable, become very boring just going through the rotation. There's a certain priority system there. So I mean, She-Hulk did not disappoint me. I had a lot of fun playing She-Hulk, and following up on She-Hulk is also talk about War Machine, right? I mean, War Machine is I'm an Iron Man fan. When it comes to War Machine, it's like you feel so amazed by the fact that there's so many animation on War Machine, and he's really effective in both the melee build as well as the ranged build as well. And it sort of make you think that why can't Iron Man be just as cool as War Machine? So War Machine to me also one of the highlights of the 2015, right? And then looking at upcoming Magic, I mean, I don't know what will happen to Magic. But I really hope that she will not disappoint. But having Magic in the roster, to me, is also something that I've been looking forward to in year 2015, right? And in this year. And I mean, so there are some wildcards as well. I don't know how Black Cat is going to play. Although, like I mentioned before, I prefer to have a female hero. But Black Cat, maybe I'll enjoy Black Cat a fair bit, I don't know, but I'm open to the idea. Iron Fist also, I'm not sure. I heard about the kind of like instance kind of dancing thingy. It seems quite interesting to me, so I don't know as well. So I mean, those I'm keeping my eyes open that I may end up enjoying Black Cat and Iron Fist. But of course, I mean, with all this very positive kind of thinking, there are some heroes where I don't really get it, like maybe say Winter Soldier. Is it Winter Soldier in this? I think Winter Soldier is the one. Alright. So anyway, I forgot to mention Ant-Man. Right. So Ant-Man is actually one of my favorite as well. This is, I don't know how many Black Cat medallion I have so far. Well, this is a really lousy roll. So Black Cat. So I show it to you. But if you look at say Ant-Man is also one of the fantastic heroes. I mean, the rotation is very easy. He's extremely strong. As for someone is so tiny, animation is so crisp and good. So I mean, there are a lot more heroes whom I enjoy more than heroes that I do not enjoy, like maybe Winter Soldier, maybe like Vision, maybe even Blade. I don't really get it yet. So these are some of the. I mean, looking back at 2015, looking at the $130 I've invested for all these like various heroes. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think I don't think there's a regret on buying it. Although I always been thinking like is it really the most value for money? But that's another topic, right? But if you look at the heroes that's being released for 2015, I mean it can't. I mean the roster can't please everybody, and if I'm having a blast with at least what I mean, if I just do a quick count, I mean at least if I'm having a blast in -3 of them, which is like 9 of them, or I don't know about Black Cat and Iron Fist, but say if I can have a blast on 9 of them, I think that's really good, all right? Because this game can't really please everybody. There are so many heroes out there. Everybody's wanting someone that you don't see, right? So speaking of such, by the way, I think one of the forum question today was very interesting on who would you like to see playable in this game as a villain, right? So as a villain, who would you like to see playable? For me, it has got to be Modok because it's so weird. I mean, the guy's head is so huge. I don't know what it's going to do. I think it's just beam, and he summoned a lot of little Modocs maybe. And I know if Guardian is going to make him playable, just make sure they can teleport like across the map. Like, you know, remember in X Defense, like Modok will just go across like a few maps, like, you know, I can't target anything in this game, man, seriously, even as a range. So yeah, I mean, I would totally want to get Modok really, and yeah. But I don't know. I don't know what else can he do besides summoning all the little Modocs and, you know, and beaming people and do the kind of like the beam that go around, stun people and teleport. So I don't know, man. These are probably his core power, but it's okay. It's Modok. All right. So okay, where was I? The good thing about this game, yeah. So looking at the roles that is released in 2015, I think they have done a pretty good job. I mean, as a customer, you know, as a power customer of Advanced Pack 2, I enjoy what I have. Right, so that probably says something about the game, right? So these are the good thing about the game. And the one about Limbo, I think, you know, this game always needs some new event that comes out. I don't think year 2015 there's a lot of like I don't think in year 2015 we have a lot of new content. I think mainly because they devote a lot of energy just to make sure that there's enough heroes being reviewed, right? Because there's a lot of work trying to review all the hero, giving them the kind of like quality of life review and stuff like that. So there are a lot of work that need to be done on that. So I mean, I think they devote a lot of energy to do just that, and so much so that when it comes to the content, we don't really see a lot in this year, I think. All right, so I would say that Limbo is actually one of the really well done event. Now, it wasn't so when it first launched, I must say. Do I have a bike? I didn't have a bike. I should have put 1 point in a bike, huh? Yeah. What a pity. So when I think Limbo at launch wasn't great, but they listened, right? So that is also another good thing about Gazillion is that, you know, they do listen. They still listen to what we do. I mean, I've been feedbacking on them that the Limbo was just too solo, right? I mean, you don't really get to play Limbo together with like your friends after in the old Limbo, after you got the quest from the end boss, and that's it. Everybody say bye bye to each other and they leave the group. And then everybody don't have different pace in finishing the quest and don't have the time to group back. So that is a good thing that they have also come up with the Limbo. That is, I think it's really fun to play. It's challenging enough, but not as crazily like not doable, right? So that is totally cool. And yeah, so that is I think that is a really good thing. And then how about itemization, right? Because every year they release some kind of a new power to make you more powerful and so on. So I think for this year, although I mean the Grade 80 Legendary, I'm just so about it because most of the time it's out of my reach anyway. It's just too much OD mark grinding. I don't really like the kind of like enjoy the kind of gameplay. But if you look at the so-called the itemization itself, I do enjoy the fact that they have more artifacts, and some of these artifacts are quite farmable. All right, so and previously I've done a study on the best artifact guide. I look into all the artifacts, and now Gem of the Curse is somewhere, at least on my book, somewhere just in the middle tier, right? But that's cool. That's totally cool because middle is not bad. Middle was the baseline. Just that now we have better artifacts being pushed out, and a lot of these better artifacts you can actually farm it using the currency, right? And then you can keep refreshing the vendor to get you the best kind of like let me do ultimate here, and so it gives you the best kind of roll without incurring credit just to keep re-rolling, right? So I thought on that regard, I think they've done a pretty good job in itemization. There are more options for me, as someone who's not like really farming that much. I mean, come on, man, I do farming a lot. I think I do farm a lot. I mean, you guys been seeing me on MM quite a fair bit, but sometimes when things don't drop, things just don't drop, right? I mean, like how often do you see that I go like crazy to, whoa, there is a necklace there, or oh, there's a jump the curse. Is there anything? No, nothing, right? It's always just like what is this thing I picked up? Yeah, I mean, it's just junks, right? Usually I just pick up junks in a play. I mean, you probably have seen like tens and hundreds of hours of gameplay of mine. Do you see anything drop? You don't. This game doesn't drop anything. Well, it does drop some unique that you can do. But what I want to say is that at least there are some artifact whereby you can use the currency to buy, and even though your luck is terrible like I am, you still get something decent. If you continue to play, right, you can still get a Nano Poison for the melee hero, and that's good. You can get some like hybrid kind of gear, and that's cool too. So I think on that regard, it's good that there's more options out there when it comes to itemization, and not just like farming gem curse is the end game, right? So that is actually quite. I think that is actually quite important to the whole like balance of this game. Not everybody just have to keep doing the same thing, and just like German curse as end game. I don't believe that it should be so, right? So so that's good. Itemization is good, and the last thing, of course, when it comes to this game, 2015 will be the Team Up 2.0. Now, Team Up 1.0 has been a joke, has a real joke. The only thing you treat as a Team Up was probably like extra artifact. I mean, you probably look at Team Up that way, right? It was used to be that way. But now, I mean, for those who has the Deadpool Team Up, I mean, you realize that if you do Cosmic Gate, it's a lot easier, right? And I mean, and you can actually pull out the Team Up to do something. And the Team Up does help you. The Team Up give you more damage when give you better damage when you're solo. They help you tank something, right? So in a way, I think Team Up 2.0 also very, very good. I don't know whether people really remember all these things that Gazillion has done for us, but to be able to do some of these things, I mean, there's a lot of things that are good thing coming up from this game as of today, right? So that is probably what I would like to talk about the good about the game. But so the next part of the video is also about area that I feel Gazillion should look into and improve because of the I am also playing the game. I cannot just sugarcoat everything and say everything is fine. I mean, there are something that are not too fine, right? So to me, there are some area that I feel that Gazillion could improve tremendously on. And let me just look at my cheat sheets. And now, of course, the top number one complaint, if you see the forum, if you see my video, is that this game right now just lacking of the real content that keep playing. I mean, there's only that many times you could play the Cosmic MM. I mean, what they could do is they could reduce the drop rate of the Gorilla Necklace so that more people will keep playing. No, I'm just joking. I always use that as a joke because I saw like it's so hard to farm all those stuff. It's just never quite dropped. Never ever. I mean, I don't know when was the last time I see anything that dropped decent here. Anyway, I mean, there is actually a lack of content, right? So I mean, we need something that I need something. I mean, if Gazillion is listening to this, guys, I need something to show to your fans here. To sort of like I want to make a video based on something else rather than another Cosmic Patrol, right? And I really want to have something else to stream to actually record, but I can't because that is the only thing we have that is challenging. Because when things become too simple, right, I could do a Red Skull again or another Cosmic Terminal Rush, but I mean when things become that simple, it's just not really fun to play, right? You want to see that the person who are playing this game while talking, which is not really concentrating on what's happening, have a very high potential to die right in front of you, right? You guys want to see that, right? Correct? So that's why I'm playing the cosmic control. But I think Gazillion need to really push out a lot of good content, a lot of really good content that will keep people still excited in this game, right? So that's my number one contribution to their area of improvement. And another thing is that there are new content. I mean, I have to say there are new content like the access rate, but I think I wish that they have a green access and red access. So I wish that they have a green access that's probably easier than the access today, and they have a red access that is more difficult than the access today, right? So why do I say that? I have played access. I have managed to pass the access, but I also see that it's actually quite challenging. I'm trying to bring my guild, my super group to do access in the past, but it never quite worked out for many reasons. Maybe guys are not really understanding how to pull the sentinel away, or don't know when to press the button for whatnot. Then, or maybe you can't really understand the mechanic behind all those, like the mental jail or mental ball or whatever you call it. And people just like it's kind of hard for the pickup for people to start. I mean, if I look at say missile the Sutur Ray, it's not that hard. I mean, it's actually quite easy to learn, and it's not that hard. And it's something that I could just keep doing, right? Although now it's sort of like it wear down, it kind of wear on me. I don't really do the I do red though. I do red Suture, but I don't really do the access, because it's so hard to find a group within my friend on this. And it's a pity, right? Because it is a new content, but the new content, the majority of people, at least friends who I know, are not really playing it, because this game is kind of casual. A lot of us are pretty casual as well. Although you see me make a lot of guys and you see me keep playing this game, I mean, I'm actually pretty casual as well. I don't know whether I classify casual or not, but I think I'm kind of casual. So, I mean, I think I wish the access rate, or at least screen rate, is tuned in a way that is more forgiving, so that people who are new making mistake will not jeopardize the entire group, that they can't do anything, they keep losing and so on. So more about giving the love to those who support the game, which I presume most of them are casual, but you can still build the kind of progress by having a very hard Catarun. Who dropped Catarun this day? I need Catarun, and wealth as well. So, I mean, I wish that they sort of like be more inclusive when it comes to the access rate, have more people enjoying it. They can still have the red one that's super hard, but not necessarily have to make it that hard that most people just not playing it regularly. I mean, I only been there like maybe 5 times, I think at most 5 times, and that speaks a lot. I mean, I enjoy raiding. I've done the Suture a lot more, but when it's that hard to get the right people to really compete with you, and you kind of lost the motivation to sort of play the game. You lost the motivation to even play access. So I think that is the bottom line I'd like to say. And the let me see. Okay, so another area of improvement I'm thinking is more on the fact that there's old currency versus new one versus the going to be new one now. Why do I picking on the currency? Like take a look at OD Mark, right? OD Mark is an old currency. You have to do things that in the past either legendary quest or even share quest to get it, right? So that is that it OD Mark served the purpose back then, right? So but then since then we have something more, right? What do we have? We have like commendation, we have different commendation and so on. So in a way, let me just sort out the inventory first. So in a way, I feel that they could have done something better with the currency because the older content not necessarily be fun to play, I feel, and it's also like the danger room is coming up as well, and I think there's something called merit, and the reality is if you play the new content, you'll probably miss out on the old currency. Now, why is it important? So if you want to get a grade 80 legendary for your hero, so what do? I mean, you probably need to say keep farming the legendary quest, right? And they sort of like it become like a chore if you don't find it fun anymore to play, right? So and it keep forcing you back to the old content. So what I would do if I were to implement this was to either A, the new content also reward the old currency, or B, moving forward I can mix the currency up, right? So in order to get a 1000, in order to get a grade 80 legendary, why not just 300 OD mark plus X amount of commendation, right? I mean, I have tons of commendation I never get around to spend, right? I mean, I've tons, I don't know, quite a lot of I don't know whether it's tons or not, but I have quite a lot of commendation. What is it going to do there, right? So I wish that there was something that's been done that way to help people to play the new content, but yet rewarded, no need to be forced to play the so-called data content just to get certain currency, right? So I think it would be a mistake if they keep putting the new currency and then after that require you to do the old content to get the old currency so as to be to sort of like buff up yourself, right? So yeah, I mean that is my thought on where the game can improve. And I mean another thing is that this game is going into like a super kind of like a inventory overload. I mean there are a lot of drops, no doubt, but there's a lot of junks as well. I mean, all these things that I have to keep pressing and keep looting. It's just no fun. Why do I have to click so many times for research drive? I do not know. Why can't I hide all this green item? I do not know. All these epic medallion. Who else really care for it? I don't care. And this game is getting so much inventory, it become like a daunting. I mean, my wife actually sort of like stopped playing because of so much junk in the inventory, and they sort of like just stop thinking, right? It's like you can't even process what need to be. You can't even process what need to be kept or what need to be thrown away anymore, and it becomes such a chore to go through all the inventory. It's just too many. I wish they could just consolidate some of this inventory and forget about I know they sell inventory as a revenue and want to encourage people from doing it to do that, but I mean it should not be a hindrance to the way that we enjoy the game, because with so many things on the floor. I mean I want you guys know that I've reviewed the game for Staff Magazine, and I mean the reason why I couldn't get a 5-star for this game, mainly is because the chief editor actually played this game, and he hated the way that so many litter on the floor. You can't even see what's happening, because everything just can you even see a boss, right? I mean, there's so many things that happen, and there's so many things on the floor that right now is blocking where the boss is. So many bubbles and so on. I mean, it's a total mess to a lot of people out there that want a more cleaner kind of approach to the whole game. So now I don't really have a lot of complaint over this, but nowadays it's driving me nuts because of all these things I need to click onto one by one, and yeah, I mean that is probably one of the feedback I have for Gazillion, to just sort out your inventory. You don't need that many inventory to make this game fun. I mean, a lot of any hero you need. When I get it, I'm just like, oh no, like I'm going to just eat up my inventory. I'm going to wait until I get like 5 of them to exchange for the currency chest, for credit chest, or I need to just accumulate and get 4 of them for my relics, right? And also, all this green bubble that I have seen here. I know in other games like World of Warcraft, as your level cap or your Omega cap or even your team up is at cap, all this bubble means nothing, right? But in games like World of Warcraft, they convert into credit, or why can't they convert this into something else, like maybe like a standard currency, whatever currency you call it, right? So with this currency you can buy any other thing, right? You can convert that currency or the XP that you earn into, say, Odin Mark, any currency that you want to convert with a rate, of course. Or there's some item you want to farm, like Gorilla's Necklace. If I get like I don't know how many billion standard currency, the XP bubbles, then I can get one free, right? So stuff like that would please people like me, right? But right now, all the green bubble means nothing. It's just another and it cluttered my entire screen. I can't even see anything, right? So it's something that they have to think about, the inventory, the currency. Yeah. So that is one, and and I think I think don't get me wrong. I mean, there seems to be a lot of complaint, but it's really what I want this game to be good, right? So the one thing that I really think they should relook into some of the old technology. So which one I'm talking about, right? So old technology are like things like the crafting, right? Every time you get a new hero, you need to craft costume affixes. But do you guys really enjoy doing that, or find it a chore, right? I find it a chore. I mean, why must I break my pure essence into 3 of them, and pick one of them, break into another 3 of them, and then after that, to just like have a roll, and after I didn't get it, I have to keep breaking, right? So a lot of unnecessary playing the game, but you're not really playing the game. So that is my main complaint about the whole old technology, that they have to really find a time to fix it. They've delayed it so long, for more than 2 years. They haven't touched the crafting system. I think the crafting system needs some really overhaul to make it fun. I mean, for a start, just make rolling costume affixes a lot easier, right? I mean, let us pick which affixes we want as well. I mean, those sort of things could help tremendously. I have a candy here. Why didn't I pick it up? All right, so that is the one, and I think there's quite a lot of old assets as well, like X Defense. I hope they redo something about it. Like even Hollow Sim, they sort of also, I hope they do something about it, right? So and the last, I wouldn't say complaint, another suggestion, right? Another suggestion is that they should really move away from making this game too soloable. I know I probably worry that if this game requires a lot of group play, people may not play this game. But the share, Legendary Quest was designed in the era whereby they still don't know, they probably not quite sure how people play this game. I don't know. It probably designed an era whereby they want everybody to be solo, this game to be soloable, right? And then after that, there comes the share quest, whereby everybody who are in play this game will have the same quest, same target to play together, which is great. It's a good direction. It's right direction. And then after that, they come up with the GLF influence quest. That's totally going backward, right? Because now I'm not even getting the same quest as my friend, and the weekly quest could take a while to complete. And I do not understand why the weekly and the daily can't be something that that is easy to so-called get it sorted, right? I mean, I don't know. To me, it's very simple, right? This is an online game, and hang on, let me just do a ultimate. I'm looking at the right position, maybe here. Wow. Right, yeah, ultimate? No, not yet. Ultimate. All right, so I think in a sense, and they really had to think about making this game a group game, moving away from the very solo. But I mean, having the same GLF quest for everybody doesn't make this game dull, I would say, because anyway it's going to be random, and whether it is random to one person or everybody, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, why can't I having the same GLF quest as my friend, and so that we can all do it together? I don't know, something that Garcian can answer, whoever designed this, right? So that is that's all I have on the so-called the feedback I have on this game. But I think I would like to end this game in a very positive note. And this video in a more positive note is that although there are still quite a lot of hero whereby it's still in need of a quality of review, right? Like I was just talking to my guild member just now on some of these hero like Daredevil, Emma Frost, Nightcrawler, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, Luke Cage, Nova, Squirrel Girl. I mean, these are the ones that really in need of the of any update. But are also cognizant of the fact that there's only that limited resource, and the more hero update they've done, the lesser chance they push out any good content. So there's a balance between the two, and the I think looking forward, looking forward to this game. I'm hoping that this game will continue to be fun. I think fun is the reason why we there is an Odin rune. I didn't know that it's possible. Wow, it's crazy, man. It's kind of spooky. It's like someone is like knowing what I'm talking about. Just throw me an Odin rune and say, "Shut up! You do loot something nice in Cosmic Patrol." Well, I'm just shocked right now. I don't know what to say. Although I don't know what to do with the Odin rune, really. But if it's an Odin rune, probably can get me a few necklace. Right. So I think in a more positive note, I'm hoping that Gazillion will continue to make this game a fun game to play. I think that is the whole reason why I'm sticking by this game, because this game has been a really fun journey. All these things that they go crazy and throw you with all this great loot and so on. Although now we are getting more and more numb to the loot, right? Because in the old day, when they beefed up the special item fund or rare item fund by 100%, I mean, everybody went crazy. Now, if I'm going to tell you, oh, special item fund is going to boost up by another 100%, you've got numbers. Oh, so what, right? The ground is already full of stuff. So I'm hoping that this game will continue to be fun. I'm hoping the roster coming up, they will continue to make hero that is really fun to play, and give content that's more accessible and fun to play as well. More content, there should be year 2016 should be all about new content, all different content that we can play, and continue to push out all the hero, continue to review our hero. I think this game will have a good future. All right, so thank you for watching, and I'm also very keen to hear how you feel about year 2015, Marvel Hero 2015 so far. I mean, that actually spanned more than 1 year. Actually, I think they brand the 2015 all the way Silver Server. I mean, the 1 year ago, June, they brand this game already 2015, right? So it's already close to 1.5 years of journey. So tell me, how do you feel about it? What are the areas that you like? What are the areas you feel that this game should improve? And just have an interaction here, right? So keen to hear from you as well. And till the next time we see each other, goodbye. And I think by the time you finish watching this video, we should be on the way back from San Francisco, back to Singapore, and I'll make more videos for you all. So goodbye.